We're here at Vespa, which is located in the back of Surfers Paradise here on the Gold Coast in southeast Queensland. We spent around 7 to 8 months through the planning and design stage of the building, and then the build itself took around another 15 months to complete. They've been living in the house now for around 12 months. It's great to come back here and see how not only the families settled into the house, but also how the landscaping and the material choices have also settled in. Hi, I'm Wayne Greenland and I'm the Principal Architect at Habitat Studio Architects. The subtropical climate here plays a huge role in home design, but also lifestyle factors. There's a lot of outdoor living. We've got all the beaches nearby. It's a canal-front property as well, so there's considerations on how that sort of terraces or steps up from the canal front to the house. So the lifestyle is a key factor in how we've designed this home. The clients left us to our own devices creatively, which is great for us. They had a lot of functional, pragmatic priorities in that they wanted in regards to they've got 2 young children, so bedroom numbers, living room areas, things like that that they wanted to have in the house, they were quite particular about. But as far as the styling, they really just said that they wanted a industrial, raw style character of the house. They gave us colour tones. Obviously black was a huge priority in the house as well. So we really just used those cues to start the planning from. When you access the home from the street, it's a very monolithic or tectonic build from that side for a couple of reasons. A, for the security of the clients. It's also a west-facing street front, so we're trying to block out that harsh western sun. So there's a lot of layered design elements on that west facade, such as the screening, the vegetation, that all softens and mitigates that western sun. As you approach the house and you've got these concrete forms that you come through, the entryway is recessed quite a way into that. So it creates a bit of a cavernous entry as you come in. It's almost like you're coming through those big heavy tectonic elements. And then when you open into the house, it then evolves into a really open, light, airy courtyard side once you're internal. So there's a real contrast between those spaces as you come through. And then as you filter through and everything opens up, we've got a really large kitchen, living, dining area that fronts to outdoor entertaining spaces and adjacencies to the pool. And the living area is a real central part of the home, and it's a core, and even the courtyard, everything, doors opening to those areas just blur that threshold between inside and outside. So when you get these really benign days, you can open the doors, you know, the light, the breezes all come through, and it's almost like you're even in the kitchen, you feel like you're in that outdoor space. Up the stairs, we then go to the more private zone. So we've got the 2 kids' bedrooms up there. We've got a secondary living space that either the parents can retreat to if the kids are entertaining, or vice versa, the kids can retreat up there. And on the front, overlooking the canal in the east with views to Surfers Paradise, is the master bedroom. And all that volume's been pushed back to the southern side of the block, so it all allows that really nice northern light here in southeast Queensland to penetrate the building. The Miele products were perfect for fitting in with the design brief here. Everything had to be black and sleek. We didn't want the appliances to be on show as such. They had to recede into the integrated joinery or the other off-on concrete walls to be the hero rather than the appliances in the house. And then you've always got to think about the functional aspect as well. With a young family, things like the double integrated fridge was great to store. As you know, hungry kids need a lot of feeding, so it stores a lot of those items that are easily accessible for the kids to use. Similarly with the dual oven, from an entertaining purpose, was perfect. They're more functional than one large 900 oven. The induction cooktop, we actually spoke with the clients early on about a selection of their cooktop, and we guided them towards the induction for a number of reasons. One was for, again, the minimalist nature of the aesthetic of it on the bench top. When you go to big gas cooktops, that minimalist nature's gone, and it's also a non-renewable that we try to avoid in our projects. Bringing the landscaping into the home was an intentional move by us. Generally, a lot of our projects, we have that design intent with our buildings. We do it for a couple of reasons. In this instance, the landscaping really softened that industrial character of the house, but it also has some really good functional aspects as well. It helps cool the house. It also increases the livability of internal spaces with oxygen. People's adjacency to nature also lifts the occupants' moods within buildings as well. So there's a lot of biophilic principles in that as well, such as the narrow volumes in the house just allow for that northern light. Pushing it back to the south side allows all that northern light to get in. But also the permeable facades, like the whole northern side of the building basically disappears into cavities. Small windows on the southern side that just allows all that northeast breeze here on the coast to suck through and cool the house. Solar principles on the roof that power the home as well. So there's lots of sustainable passive principles, which is really just good design these days rather than sustainability. What I'm most proud of in this project is basically it was a really collaborative nature in our studio, this project, but also some of the external consultants that we use with landscaping, engineers and all the rest. It was really a great project. Everybody was really enthusiastic and positive about it, including the clients.